Hello, welcome once more to our new lesson on chords. Finally, we're going to focus on the triad chords for now, and we're going to think about the major, minor, diminished, augmented, and sus 2 and sus 4 for now. Okay, so I'm going to show you still the intervals or the ratio, how you can develop these chords in any given key. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we should understand the definition of a chord, and a chord is the combination of at least 3 notes. Okay, now we should understand equally the difference between a pitch and a key. A pitch is not a key. A pitch is the frequency of a note, while a key is the combination of so many notes, or at least 8 notes. Okay, now in our key we have the fundamental, or we have the root note that will help us to play in a song or to have the progression. Okay, now we have 12 keys, and now we're going to focus on how we can get the chords in all these various keys. Now, how do we get the major chords? For the major chords, we have an interval, we have the root note, we have 4 half steps, and we have 3 half steps. For example, my C, I go 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3. That is my C chord, and this is a major chord. Okay, and now in my C, we saw in our C scale that we have basically 7 notes in my C scale. Okay, and in these 7 notes, each of these notes have their various types of chords. And in my C scale, I have 3 major chords, 3 minor chords, and 1 diminished chord. So for my major chords in the key of C, this is my first major chord in the key of C, this one, using my interval, root note, 4 half steps, and 3 half steps. My next major chord in my key of C is the F. My main note, after I go 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3. And my third major chord in the key of C is G major chord. I have my main note, I go 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go 3. Okay, so in my key of C, I have C major chord, F major chord, and G major chord. Okay, and this is the chords you can get in any key. In any key, you can get the major chord by applying this interval. And then next, for my minor chord, in the key of C, I have 3 minor chords as well. I have my D minor chord, E minor chord, and A minor chord. So how do I get my minor chord? For my minor chord, I apply the interval, the main note. After I go 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, and I go 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, to get my minor chord. So I can get the minor chord in any key by applying this 1 to 3 is to 4. Okay, that's my D minor chord, and then my E minor chord. I go 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, and I go 4 half steps, E minor chord. And then for my A minor chord, I go, because my note, I go 3 half steps, and I go 4 half steps. Okay, so in my key of C, I have this major chord, 3 major chords, C major, F major, G major, and I have 3 minor chords, D minor, E minor, and A minor. I can get the minor and major chords in any key. just applying this interval. For example, I go to another key, for example F sharp. F sharp, to get my F sharp chord, I just hit F sharp, I go 4 half steps, 1 2 3 4, second note, and then I go 3 half steps to get my third note. That's my F sharp. And then the next chord I can have my F sharp is the fourth chord, which is still a major. So the third chord in my F sharp is this. I have my B. I just go again 4, 1 2 3 4 half steps, and then 3. Okay, so my F sharp, second major chord, which is the fourth chord, and the fifth chord is the D flat. My D flat, I go 4 half steps and 3. So F sharp. Okay, now for my minor, it's the same principle. For my minor chord, I hit the note and I go 3 half steps. After I go 4 half steps, so like this. So for my minor, I will have this minor, A flat minor, and my next minor in my F sharp is this one. That's the third scale, the third degree in the scale. Okay, so my B flat minor, I have my B flat. I go 4 half steps. Okay, so I go 3 half steps and I go 4 half steps. So like this. Okay, so you can use this to get any major or minor in any key. We saw the scales in our previous lesson. From the scales, you can get all the degrees. When I play my scale, my first note is the first degree, my second note is the second degree, my third note is the third degree, just like that. Okay, so thank you for watching this lesson, and if you have any question, if you have any worry, you can just make it known on the comment section. Okay, thank you for watching, and stay safe.